is Gerald Bass, creator and founder with The Rise of the 1%. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about why some people become extremely successful while others barely do. And before I get into the information, I do want to tell you, you want to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you some stuff at the end that's going to assist you with closing out this month of February with a bang and going into March with much momentum. So with that said, let's go on and dive into talking about why some people become extremely successful. Get into that 1% of that 1% of the 1% and why others really do. Now, over the last 5 years, I've been fortunate enough to coach and train several entrepreneurs and business owners in different industries, literally all over the globe. And I can tell you, I have some of my clients who basically come on board and they come in with an empty cup. They're ready to learn. They implement what they learn at a very rapid pace, and they go over any obstacles and challenges that may come their way. They push through them, they persevere, and over time they go out and they have amazing results in terms of their life and even their business. Now, you have some people that I work with, and even some potential clients that I speak to at times, who say, hey, I want to get to $10,000 a month, or hey, I want to become a millionaire. But when we talk about the different actions that they have to take to get there, a lot of times it's a lot of resistance that comes up. And a lot of times, a lot of this has to do with having the right mindset, right? So one thing I do want to share with you in reference to what I discovered by a lot of my clients who have became extremely successful, to even a lot of my colleagues as well, a lot of my friends that are very successful, to those that have made 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, and beyond. One thing I can tell you is they really focus on, you want to write this down, number one, they focus on continuous learning. So like I just told you, a lot of my clients that I became extremely successful by working with myself and my team over the years, they come in with an empty cup ready to be filled. They remove ego, they become extremely humble to the process, and they're ready to learn. Okay, they're ready to learn. So what I want to recommend to you is, if you're not currently invested in books, right, whether it's books to better your mindset, whether it's books to strengthen different skill sets that you have when it comes to growing your business, whether it's books or biographies of people that have already been successful, they had to come over different obstacles and challenges to get there, I recommend you start to invest in books. I remember just some years ago, right, I was actually staying at my parents' house because I had fell on hard times with one of my businesses at that time, which was my entertainment company. And I can tell you, when I was transitioning out of the entertainment business to get into the home-based business industry, at that time it was network marketing that I was doing. I no longer do network marketing, but at that time I was doing network marketing. I can tell you that what really helped me elevate was investing into my knowledge. Even when I didn't have the money. Even when I didn't have the money, I don't care if I had to borrow the money, or even if I had to just go hard in terms of making sales in that particular direct sales company. I did whatever it took to come up with money to consistently invest into my knowledge. And every check that I got, I, at that time, invested in a suit or a book, right? A lot of times both, okay? Because of course the suit was for my image, and then the book was for my knowledge. And at that time, I was even, like I said, I was staying at my parents' house. And literally by me investing in those books, and not only that, at that particular time, I wanted to take my online marketing game to a whole nother level, okay? And I didn't necessarily have the knowledge. I decided that I needed a coach because I got sick and tired of chasing behind people for my business and stuff and not really having a system that could consistently bring my particular business clients at that time. So what I want to share with you is what I did. My business wasn't like massively big at that time. I borrowed the money, I hired a coach, started to teach me different ways to grow my business online. I took action. Was it easy in the beginning? Absolutely not, right? But I just got uncomfortable, took action on what he was sharing, and literally within 30 days had my first $1,000 a day online, A few months later, I started to have $5,000 days online, and then pretty much the rest is history. I went on to make multiple six figures on the internet literally over the last 4.5 years. And it all started from investing in books, which was knowledge, and getting a coach that can actually guide me through the process of getting to that end result that I was looking to get to at that particular time. So I had to humble myself. I had to remove ego, get a little uncomfortable, and do what it takes to get to that next level of success, right? And success looks different for different people, but at the same time, I look at success as the worthy progression towards goal, right? That's pretty much what success is to me, right? And I actually got that as well from Earl Nightingale, right? You may have heard of him. So, and I agree with him. That's why I say that's what I believe success is. So, with that being said, right, if you really want to become extremely successful, once again, you got to humble yourself, remove ego, come into situations with an empty cup, ready to learn consistently. If someone has the results that you're seeking, you may have to invest with that person to be able to get the information that they have so that you can go out and apply it and get a better result in your life and business. A lot of people are getting information from the wrong people. They're getting information from Ray Ray and Pooh, right? A lot of people, they have a buddy pass mindset, but want to live a first-class lifestyle. Okay? It don't work like that when it comes to success. And what I mean by that is, all right, you want to continuously hang around your same environment, your same circle of friends, maybe people that you went to high school with or college with, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Or working on certain jobs with you, there's nothing wrong with that. But if then when it comes to like growing your business, if they're not where you want to be, then at times you still have to go and get into other circles with people that are where you want to be at. And a lot of times you will be able to do that by getting into coaching programs, right? Or joining these different Facebook groups online or these different communities on LinkedIn or whatever the case may be where other like-minded people are. And I give another example in terms of getting around people who are extremely successful. Events is another way to get around people who may be extremely successful. They may be where you are, where you want to get to or what have you, right? And so with that being said, you know, that's one of the things that actually led to my success back in 2016. When we first started our company, The Rise of the 1%, we didn't have a whole lot of finances in the beginning stages to start the company. But when we actually started the company, I never forget, one of my coaches at that time, he reached out to me and he said, "Hey Gerald, I'm going to this event that's going to be teaching some stuff on internet marketing out in Irvine, California for a few days, right? I think you should come with me." Now I'm going to tell you this here. I didn't really have the finances at that time. I mean, I wasn't like balling or anything like that to just get up and go to California in a few days. But I made it happen, right? I made it happen. It was very uncomfortable. I had to get a plane ticket, had to get a hotel room, had to have money to have out there to eat and all kind of stuff, right? But at the end of the day, I made it happen. I got out there. When I got out to Irvine, California, the first night we was out there, me, my coach at that time, and a couple of other guys, we sat around the fireplace and we masterminded. And long story short, he basically shared with me some ways that we pretty much can provide a lot more value to our clients and we can increase our profit margins. He showed us how we can increase our profit margins in terms of our products and services that we was offering at that time. Long story short, that was a big aha moment for me. I mean, the biggest aha moment for me that I probably wouldn't have not gotten if I had went out to that event. When I got back to Atlanta, I implemented on what he told me. And literally, within the first week, I closed my first $5,000 deal online. Okay? And from there, it was just a snowball effect. And that's how we literally built a six-figure company in less than 8 months. Is because of that. Going to events, getting the education, getting the knowledge, being around people that have the results that you want. So, for instance, we have an event here in Atlanta this Saturday. I posted up the flyer. I know my team has. We've shot out our flyer. And you have some people see the flyer, and I understand the conditions we're in right now. I understand it's a pandemic. I do understand that. I know some people are cautious around the COVID-19. I understand that. But this is a very intimate event. It's small. It's only 30 people, right, for this particular event. It's a very small event. So it's going to be safe in terms of COVID-19, right? But you have some people who actually saw our flyer right here in Atlanta, and wouldn't even inquire about the event. But saying that 2021 is going to be that year. I'm doing a training at this event this Saturday. I'm going to be sharing some stuff that I've never shared before on any of our webinars. I ain't even shared with my clients some of this stuff I'm going to share on Saturday, right? And people have an opportunity to come out to it that's here in Atlanta, or even not even in Atlanta. I've had people inquire that wasn't even in Atlanta about coming to the event. You got people right here in Atlanta who saw that flyer, who's an entrepreneur business owner, haven't made 6 figures or above in their business online as of yet, and didn't even inquire about the event. And that's why those people stay where they are. And other people who do see that and take on the opportunity, they're going to show up, they're going to receive some ahas and get some value, go out and implement, they're going to go out and get results, and they're going to be further ahead than those that don't show up. So that's why, once again, some people become extremely successful and others don't. So to wrap up this video, basically what I want to share with you is if you really want to get to that next level, you got to consistently educate yourself, for one, right? Books, courses, coaches, show up to events. You got to get around other like-minded people, people that have the knowledge that you want, people that have the success, the results that you want. You got to get around those people, right? And another thing, you got to take real big action as well if you really want to see success, okay? Because this is what I want to end off with when it comes to the action part. For instance, I help a lot of our clients with digital marketing, right? Setting up Facebook ads, Instagram ads, putting sales funnels in place, generate leads, get clients, etc. And you have some people who inquire about wanting to work with us, and when we talk a little bit about what the work is going to be required for them to have success, they get very scared of it. But here's the thing, if you really want like Facebook and Instagram ads to work, let's say for your particular business, right, it takes some work. It takes some work in terms of knowing who your ideal clients you're looking to attract. You may have to do some market research or look into data that you already have in terms of who we're going to put these ads in front of. It takes work in terms of writing the ads. It takes work in terms of coming up with creatives, images, recording videos. Yes, it's work. Running ads is not the lottery, right? It's not the lottery. It takes work. Yes, it does. But at the end of the day, I mean, you have some people right now spending $1,000 in a month, making that $3,000. You got some people spending $10,000 in a month, making that $30,000. You got some people spending $100,000 in a month on Facebook ads, making back $1 million in a month. Do you think it was worth just putting a little work in? Compared to what? Right? That work compared to what? Working on a corporate job for 40 years? I mean, and I'm not here to blast a job, I'm just saying. Compared to what? Now, I know this video is a little longer today, but I definitely believe someone needs to hear this message. All right, so yes, that's what it really takes to be successful. Continuous learning, surrounding yourself around the right people, getting in the right environment, getting the right information, making those connections, and then going out and taking a whole lot of action. So with that said, if you got value out of this video, feel free to share this around on social media or anywhere, even off social media. Feel free as well to bang that like button, mean you got value out of this. Hit that red subscribe button as I'll be dropping more free training videos like this. Also, drop any comments below. If you got any questions on anything I shared, or even your biggest takeaways that you got from this particular video, drop below. And also, being you're not watching this video too late, if you want information on the event that's taking place this Saturday, we only have 2 seats left right now. right? I don't know when you're watching this video. They may be already gone. If not, go on and email us at support@riseofthe1%.com, support@riseofthe1%.com, and we can get you details on that event that's taking place this Saturday here in Atlanta. I'm actually going to be training on how to dominate with client attraction in the digital era in 2021. It's a never before heard training from myself, and my team is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of other entrepreneurs and business owners there. I'm going to give the goods. I'm telling you this right now. I'm giving the goods, and then after that, we're going to eat on some good dinner. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have some fun. We're going to network, kick back. You might find someone you maybe can form a partnership with. You may build some relationships, some friendships. You never know what can come from just being in an environment. Or you may just hear some information from somebody that changes your life and changes your business just through conversation. So with that said, if you really are serious, email us now, as we only have 2 seats left. Support@riseofthe1%.com. It should flash up across the screen. Shoot us an email and we'll get you the details. With that said, this is Gerald Bass, creative founder with the Rise of the 1%. Have a phenomenal day on purpose.